Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. A few months ago on this channel, I made a video about a DIY Harry Potter wand stand, and today I thought it would be fun to show you guys a full look at my entire Harry Potter wand collection. Now, if this is your first time here, hello, welcome. I am so excited to have you here, and if you enjoy all things magical, Harry Potter, and fantasy, then go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you as part of my little online magical family. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the collections. Now, the first three wands that I ever got in my collection were these three wands from the Noble collection, the mystery wand unboxings. Now, this one is Severus Snape, and then we have Ron Weasley, and then we have Harry Potter's wand. Now, these do come with a base. In my case, like I said, these are from the Patronus series. So each one of the bases for these has like the Patronus that goes along with the characters. These are made of plastic, so there was no concerns about dropping them or breaking them or damaging them. And overall, I would say it was super fun to get these. Number one, because they weren't extremely expensive. They were $15 each, which in the sense of having to get a few to see if you would get the ones you wanted was maybe could get expensive. But overall, when you look at how much like the actual replicas start at almost like $40, these weren't that bad, especially if you wanted to start a collection. Now, these are a little bit shorter and a little bit thicker than the original replica wands, but at the same time, I think these were fantastic, especially if you wanted to use them for like Halloween or cosplay or to give to like kids. Because they are plastic, there was no concern of them breaking or anything, and they actually look pretty good. Like if you look at this Harry one, the detail is pretty good, so they weren't like cheaply made or anything, and they were so much fun to unbox and to see which one you would get. I would say out of the three that I have, the most impressive one is Severus's. It's so almost identical to the Noble collection one, and I'll compare it with the one that I have for you later on in this video. Now, the next wand in my collection and my first ever official Noble collection wand is the Elder Wand. Now, I do have a full video on this wand, so I'm not going to get too in detail with it, but this one is made of resin. For this one, I paid around $40. I did get it directly through the Noble Collections website. This one, as you can see, is a lot longer. It is a lot thinner, and these wands are made of resin, so I wouldn't suggest you like buying these to play. I wouldn't even take these to cosplay, if I'm honest, because I feel like on accident I could probably like do something where it could get damaged, unless you don't mind that. But in my case, because I do have my wands for collecting, I would hate to take this with me on like a cosplay and have something happen to it. But these are, like I said, made of resin. They do have a metal core, and this one is the Elder Wand. Now, there are two different versions on the Noble Collections website of this wand. One is the Elder Wand, and it's like the one that belongs to Albus Dumbledore. And then if you look at their Fantastic Beasts side of the website, they do have this wand as well, but the one that belonged to Gellert Grindelwald, I don't have that one, but I've heard that the coloring is a little bit darker on that one. I'm not entirely sure, but this one is a beautiful, beautiful wand. I love how thin it is, and it's just very, very special. I love it, and it is what kind of like started my whole Noble collection, like wand collecting experience, you could say. So the next one that I purchased from the Noble collection was the Severus Snape wand. Severus Snape is one of my favorite, if not maybe my favorite Harry Potter character. And this is his wand. Now, this one is not as long as the Elder Wand, but in the movies it's not intended to be. It is a little bit thicker. It does have very intricate details on the handle like some ruins, and then it's just completely black, which is completely fitting for Severus Snape. Now, let me show you guys a comparison between the Noble Collection, like the official replica, and then the play one. If you see here, the one that is from the Blind Mystery boxes is a little bit thicker. The handle is a little bit longer. And then here at the bottom, it is a little bit thicker and a little bit shorter. But again, it isn't too different. So I would say if you're looking for a Severus Snape wand, especially for cosplay, you can go with something like this. Now, you probably won't be able to find it just straight off the bat because these collections tend to sell out really fast, but you can probably find it somewhere like on Facebook Marketplace or eBay or Mercari or something like that. But yeah, this is my second one. And then all these Noble Collection wands I have purchased in the collectible box, which comes with like the lace and just, it's like an Ollivander's wand box. So it just looks more authentic. But this one was the second one in my collection and it was so special. I think my husband got this one for me, if I'm not mistaken. Although I think he probably has gotten most of them for me because he definitely spoils me for everything like Christmas and birthdays and Valentine's Day. He usually always gets me like Harry Potter collectibles because he knows that I love them. So I think he got me this one. Then also from the Noble Collection, I ended up purchasing my Luna Lovegood wand. Now, Luna Lovegood is another one of those characters that I absolutely adore. And in this case, this is Luna's second wand. Again, I have an entire video about this wand where I explain more about the wand itself and the story of Luna's wand. So if you're interested, I'll go ahead and post that one down below. I don't have the plastic Noble Collection version of this one, but this one is just beautiful. It has a handle that looks like a tulip, and again, it isn't as long as the Elder wand, but it does have a little bit more detail here on the wand itself. It is of a lighter wood, although these aren't real wood, these are resin like I said before, and it isn't as thin as the Elder wand, but it's definitely not as thick as Severus Snape's wand. So I just think this is a beautiful wand. I love it. I am a Ravenclaw, so this is extra special in my collection. Now, my Elder wand and Severus Snape's wand I purchased directly through the Noble Collection's website, but my Luna wands and this next one I purchased through Amazon on the Noble Collection's Amazon storefront. And this one is Harry Potter's wands. And this one is so extremely detailed. It looks exactly like if it was made out of real wood. Now, these wands that are from Noble Collection, like I said already before, are made of resin. However, there are a series of these wands that you can get through the Harry Potter New York store, where I believe they are made of wood. It's either through the New York store or through the Harry Potter online shop. I know they have wood versions, but they do tend to be almost twice the price of these. For these, especially the ones that come in the Ollivander's collector's box, I paid around $39.50 or $40. Now, Luna's wand comes in a regular box, so for that one I paid $37. But this is another one that I'm going to show you in comparison to the plastic Noble Collection one. And here is the play wand and then the actual version of the collectible. So in this case, it's the opposite. The handle is a lot, not a lot, but about maybe like a centimeter shorter. The wands themselves are actually pretty similar as far as how thick they are, but they are shorter. But again, like I said before, I don't think I would mind, especially if I'm just using this one for cosplay. These are a lot more delicate, so I wouldn't want to get these messed up. But this one is the Harry Potter wand. So this next one I got at Barnes & Noble's, and it is also one of the Noble Collection wands. They do sell Noble Collection at Barnes & Noble's. And this one I think is my most recent one. Now, I did purchase this one in the Ollivander's replica box as well, but when you do purchase them at Barnes and Nobles, they do come with a slip, which is actually really, really nice. I don't think I have a video for this wand, so let me give you a close-up. This one is also very intricate. It has like some ruins similar to the Severus Snape one, but yet a lot different. This one is a lot more square, and it is just a beautiful wand. Now this one has carvings all the way down the wand, so it's not like the other ones where all the intricacies are in the handle. This one actually has things all the way down, and I would say it is a pretty long wand, and it does pretty much stay consistent from handle all the way down, so there isn't like a defined handle. It's just a beautiful wand, probably one of my favorites so far. So these next two wands are from Universal Studios Orlando, and I got these on our most recent trip. Now these are not Noble Collection, they're actually Universal Studios versions of the wands, and you can say I bought them, but I didn't really, because at Universal, if you purchase a $300 gift card, you're able to choose from 4 different wands that they have at the moment. I don't know if they changed them, as you know, there's like different ones at different times of year, but when I went, these were the 4 they had available, and of those 4 I was able to get 2 of them. So this one is Slughorn's wand, and I think Slughorn has one of the most like unique wands in the whole series. So it does look like a slug head, and then it has like a nicer, thicker barrel. Now here, well, not barrel, but oh my gosh, what do you call this? Handle. Now it's painted metal. It isn't really metal or anything like that. It's still resin, but it is painted like if it was metal, and then all the way down it has all these designs, and it is just a beautiful wand. And then if you look at it on the side, it's like completely bent, and it's one of the thinnest wands, I think, or probably the thinnest wand that I own. I was even scared that I would probably break this on the way back, but it does come very, very well, like sealed in its box and everything, so there's no problem with breaking it. But it is very, very light in comparison to my other wands, and at first I thought that maybe Universal wands were all like this, but once I got the next one that I'm going to show you guys, I figured out that it's just that this wand is incredibly lightweight, which I think is due to it being extremely thin. But this one is probably one of my most unique ones in my collection. Now, the second one that I got when we went to Universal is Ginny Weasley's wand, and this one is very similar to Severus Snape's wand. Now, it is a completely black wand, and it does have this spiral detailing and like these studs here in the handle. It is similar in thickness to Severus wands, and it isn't extremely long. I would say it's probably comparable to Sirius Black's wand in length, but it is very, very nice. I like it because it's very simple. It's very, I would say it's elegant, like an elegant wand. I think it's lovely. Now this one is heavier than the Slughorn's wand, so once I got this one, I figured that it's just because that wand is extremely thin, that's why it's so light, because this one is very, very heavy and just very, very pretty overall, and I love it. Now this next one is also from Universal Studios. Now this one is actually not mine, this one is my son's, but I borrowed it so that I can show it to you guys. Now this one is one of the Universal Studios interactive wands. Now these, if you look at the tip of the wand, it does have a sensor, which is what allows you to do all the magic tricks at Diagon Alley and at Hogsmeade. Now this one is very special because when we went to Universal for our first trip, we knew that we wanted to go to the Ollivanders that is in Diagon Alley, and before we stopped by, we went to the cash exchange where you can exchange your Muggle money for wizard money, and we did that, and my son was so excited because he exchanged enough enough money to get his wand because he wanted to do that. And then we went into Ollivander's, and each time you go to Ollivander's, they choose like one, either kid or adult. It doesn't have to be a kid. It could be like anyone, to do the whole experience of where you get like chosen and the wand chooses you. And on that instance, my son got chosen and this was the one that chose him. So he was actually very happy with the selection. Now, you don't have to buy the wand that chooses you. You can opt to not buy a wand at all, or you can buy a different one that they have. Now, they do have a ton of them. They do have like of the character wands, the Harry wands, I think they pretty much have every single character's wand if you want to do that. But then they also have a few of them that are not like any character related. They're just like generic wands that you can choose from if you get chosen. And this is the one that my son got. So it's very, very detailed. It has like all these little designs, and it has like this gold paint. Now, these are made of plastic, but they are a very durable plastic, and the sensor, like I showed you guys, is what makes the magic happen. Now, the good thing about Universal is that if you do have a wand, you can keep taking it back year after year or vacation after vacation. And if for any reason at any time your wand stops working, you can take it back into the shop and they'll have one of their magical wand makers check it out for you. And if they can repair it, they will. But if they can't repair it for any reason and they do still have the same wands available, they can exchange it for one that is working. And if by any chance they don't have that same wands available, then you're able to choose a different one. So I think that is awesome that they do that. But this is our interactive wand. Now, I don't have my own interactive wand. This last time when we went, I thought about getting one, but then I was like, no, I better not. And we just ended up like using this one as a family. So, I mean, that worked out for us. But if at any point in time I go and I see something that I like, I might just end up getting one for myself. Now, this next one is probably the most unique one I have in my collection, and probably one of the most special ones I own, and that is Hagrid's umbrella wand. Now, this one I did get through the Noble collection, and this thing is so huge that it doesn't even fit on camera in one go. But I think this wand is absolutely beautiful. I want to say this is probably, I don't know if this is like the second one that I purchased from Noble Collection, or that my husband got me from Noble Collection. If I'm not mistaken, I think it is. But this one is so amazing. It is Hagrid's pink umbrella, and here it has this metal tip. And I want to say this tip is actually metal. It feels like metal. It's cold like metal. And the fun part about this wand is that it actually opens up. Now, I know they say it's bad luck to open umbrellas inside the house, but this isn't a real umbrella. But it does open up. And like I said, I do have a video specifically of this unboxing if you want to see that. But this looks super cool. I love it so much. And it is just a very unique wand. Now, this one does not fit on my DIY wand stand, so I still haven't figured out a way to display this in a way where it looks like nice. For now, I just have it on my shelves, on the top of my shelf. But it is one of the most beautiful ones that they have. Now, I would say that if you're interested in having this wand, I don't know if as time passes by, this is one of those items where I feel would probably go like out of stock and then you won't be able to find it. There's one thing from Noble Collections from Hagrid, his lantern, that I always thought of getting and I never did. And now I look back and I regret it because it actually went out of stock. You can't find it anymore. And I bet if you can find it, it's probably like on eBay or something for God knows how much. So I would say if you're interested in something like this, one of these, this is like the type of item that I would say would probably get discontinued. So I would probably look into getting it. I can't remember exactly how much I paid for it. I want to say it was probably like around $60 or $70, but I'll look at the Noble Collections website and I'll link the price somewhere here on the video. But yeah, this is the last one that I had to show you guys, and it's absolutely amazing. So those are all the wands that I have in my collection as of today. There's still a couple of wands that I do want to add, not only from the Harry Potter movies, but also from the Fantastic Beasts movies. They also have some spectacular wands in that collection as well. But overall, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know down below which one was your favorite. Which wands do you have in your collection that you think I should check out? And overall, thank you guys for joining me today. I'm so happy to be back on the channel making videos, and I look forward to many more videos to come. So thank you so much for taking your time to watch this video. I will see you in the next one. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time.